Hello, and welcome to the 83rd episode of the But I'm Knitting podcast. My name is Ramona. I'm a knitter from Toronto, and welcome to my corner of the crafting world. Okay, it's been 3 weeks since I did an, ooh, my hair. Yeah, still trying to figure out exactly what's happening with it today, but it's okay. So, it's been 3 weeks since I did my last episode. I've actually been really busy, because the times that I had planned to do it, I'd get called into work and all of that kind of stuff. So it didn't leave me with as much time as I planned, and by the time I'd get home, I was just tired. And then there are other times it's just they're like, I'll get to it another time, and it just never ended up happening. So today we got no finished products, but mind you, I had finished stuff last time. And we got works in progress. Actually, they're both new cast-ons. I didn't do any of my works in progress that I had existing from before. I just didn't touch them. I was too busy focusing on other things. So let's see, which one should I start with? Okay. Or maybe, did I cast this one on? Maybe I did. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I talked about it on Instagram. So you may have seen these on Instagram. So, the other day, I don't know why, it's because I started working on a project and I wanted something else to start with, to try a pattern with, and I ended up just picking this yarn instead. I guess I just really got curious to see what it was like. So, this is a sock that I've been working on. There's the heel. I'm already past the heel. I'm like halfway done with the foot. This yarn, it's an 80/20 merino. No, not merino. I can't make that guarantee. Superwash wool. The yarn dyed by me. I call it, and it's actually still in my shop. One moment. Let me take it out. Sorry, but yeah. Yarn barf and all that kind of stuff. It's actually not doing too bad. It's called I'm Gonna Call You Skirt. There's a whole story behind it. If anybody saw not the first crossover, the second crossover for the DC TV shows, the ones that come on CW, this is when Heatwave met Supergirl for the first time, and she's all excited and she's introducing herself. I'm Supergirl. And he looks at her up and down, listens to what she said, and says, I'm gonna call you Skirt. So that was the story behind this one. I didn't know how it was gonna turn out, and I love the way that it's swirling. I actually started this sock technically last year in the summer, about a year ago, when I was going off to a youth camp trip for my church, and my needles came out when I was going to start working on it the second time. I got so pretty much upset with it that I pretty much pulled out the entire thing. I was probably maybe about there or something like that. I just pulled out the entire thing and balled it up, and hence the reason it's in this kind of a state. But I do like it. I really love the way that it swirls. I think it's gorgeous. Yeah. Just making sure you guys can get to see all of this. So I'm using 0 US. The needle this one is Addy Sock Rockets. Yeah. I've still come to love this specific set of needles, but I still find it weird that it bends when I'm using it. I try and straighten it back out, it bends back again. So I don't worry about it too much. As long as it doesn't become curved like a scythe, I think I should be okay. So that is project number 1. Just plain vanilla socks with a fish lips kiss heel. My next project. This also goes along with a I purchased yarn type of thing. Not that one. Oh, I don't even remember what color this is. Dang it. I didn't put it in here, did I? Nope. Okay. So I got these 2 yarns. This one is from Primrose Yarn Company. This was a 20-gram mini. They sell them at the Knitting Loft. I don't remember the colorway for it. I just got it because it went nicely with this color. So I'm not certain what the color is. If I can, I'll remember to try and put it on the screen. But it's basically like a white yarn. You see little specks of pinks. And there's like specks of black in it and a little bit of purple. It's mostly pink, but with a little bit of purple that you see hidden further in. So I got it with this skein of yarn. This is Mondine. The colorway for this one is, where is it? 118. Yeah. It's a purple, maybe an eggplant type of thing. So it's this color. I love the logo. I think it's cute. So this I bought. It's actually a pretty good, well-priced yarn. It's 100 grams, but it's a, It's 100% Portuguese wool. Not superwash, therefore also not really ideal for socks because there's also no nylon in it. But for what I'm using it for, I guess it will be okay. Because I decided I was going to try a chart from my Japanese knit stitch dictionary to make a sock pattern. So I basically took a pattern right out of the dictionary and out of the stitch dictionary, and I made a little bit of adjustments to make it work for what I wanted to. So this is, I guess, my first or second attempt in sock design, I guess. So I don't know if you can see the pattern on it. So yeah, there it is. So as I was working on it, I realized problems, and so this is definitely not going to be a perfected finished product. But so while I was working on the leg, I have the pattern written up in my bullet journal, and I did it. And when I was just about with the foot, when I was just about to start the foot, I realized a mistake in the way I was reading the chart, and I did something wrong with where the repeats were supposed to be. So by the time I finish, you can only see one proper repeat on it. That's like exactly how I want it to be. It's really hard to see. I don't even know if I can do it justice to show it like this, but it will probably be better when you see the foot itself, as to closer to what I want. So this is at least giving me an opportunity to try out the design that I want to do and see where it goes. Hold on, let me try doing this, and maybe this might show off the pattern a little bit better. Oh, the heel's already on it. I did a fish lips kiss heel. I gotta find, I've come to the conclusion, because I've been told that I need to release like some of these patterns that I'm trying out for myself. But I gotta find a good heel to do. My preference is for the fish lips kiss heel, but that's also a paid for pattern, technically speaking. It's $1, but to me it's well worth the $1. But I don't want to give away the designer's trick for doing that, and I'm not good with short row heels. I haven't figured out one that works for me otherwise. So yeah, otherwise it would be a heel flop and gusset, and I honestly don't do them. I don't like them. But I guess if I could do it for a sock if I had to. If I was doing a pattern, just put it in so that you can get to see what it looks like. So I don't know if that helps any. So that's my hand sticking up through there. So that is a pattern going up the foot. I really, really like it. If I ever do write up the pattern for this one to release it, I'm probably definitely gonna leave it as a free one, because I didn't do anything to change it. I just basically took it out of the book. So, but I do like the way that it's turning out. I'm excited to see this. Like, I want to finish off one sock, maybe do a second sock. I don't know if I would actually. I'm afraid to wear it because all of my socks have nylon in it, or they're like superwash wool. So I'm kind of afraid to wear this as an actual sock. Like, I know the heel cuffs and toes, like the Primrose, it has a nylon in it. I'm not worried about that, but it's the Mondine that I'm kind of concerned about. I'm not really all that hard wearing on my socks, at least I don't think. I got a drawer full, like, with very few of them that have been anywhere close to being worn down. So, but I like the stitch patterning on the side. Hold on, if I show you this sock, you can get to see what that is. It's a technique I haven't really found it much in Western patterns, but I've seen them more often in Japanese patterns, or I've seen them in Cookie A patterns. In one of the patterns she did. So it's basically this thing right here. That's the border of my sock, which is that. And then afterwards, then it has a chart in there with like there are no cables in it, but it's like knit two togethers and all of that kind of stuff. So I think it's turning out really, really good, and I'm really pleased with it. Now that I understand what I'm doing and I'm getting it to work out the way that I want to. It's also encouraged me to actually start coming up with more ideas on my own. There's another one that I'm kind of planning. I'm trying to figure out exactly. I know in my head what I want. I'm still trying to figure out how to write it down. So I'm trying to chart it first so I can get a rough draft of what I want, so that when I try it, I know what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? So I'm still working on that. I'm in the very early stages of that. So I've pretty much figured out this is the cuff I want. And this is the general sketch of what I want, but how to actually get the sketch on the sock, that's my next thing to do. So that is everything for what I'm working with. Yeah, I'm filming this I'm not filming this early, but it's probably not going to go up today, which is Thursday, July 17th, or is it 18th? I think it's the 7th. No, it's the 18th. Yeah, it's Thursday, July 18th. It's probably not going to go up in the day because the reason I did it at this time of day is because I'm planning to go hang out at the loft today. So I'm going to be leaving right after this. Right after I film this, I'll probably come home and edit it and then upload it. So yeah, my thing is, why not? I've got stuff I can do. I'm gonna try and do my best to share it with everyone. So that is going to be it. I honestly need to go through my sock yarn. Like, hold on, let me show you the bin. Remember at the beginning of the year I showed you that bin that had all of the yarn I was going to use for the year? Let me just pull it up. I basically added more to it because I had used up so much more than I thought I would. Hold on. I don't want to open up the container itself because then it's going to be hard to put it in. Sorry, that was just the brand sticker that I never actually took off. Okay, so let's see if I can do this nicely. So, this is it. I've added quite a bit more. Some of these are leftovers from projects that I've done before. So, I'm actually really pleased with the progress that I've made of going through all of these. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 skeins here that I have not touched. That I haven't touched for any projects. I'm not including stuff like heel cuffs and toes. But everything else, I've used them. I just needed somewhere extra to stash them because they're kind of starting to overflow. So I'm going to get on these later on this year. I'm actually feeling really kind of giddy and excited to work with these, to come up with new ideas as to what I can do with them. Which reminds me, I should probably take one out now so I can get to try my idea. Hold on. Okay, so I am going to get prepped to do another one. I'm probably going to use this for the design that I'm actually going to be working on. Don't ask me why I picked these colors. I really have no idea. Hold on, did I have purple in there? Because the purple might work better with this. Oh, yes, I do. I like that much, much better. Okay, changing. So originally I had planned for these two, but then I remembered, hold on, I've got a purple, so why not? Because there's purple in here, if you can see it, yeah. And then I'll use this purple because I'm pretty certain I've had this balled up because I was going to use it for something else, but I absolutely love the color, but I don't remember how I did it. Is that one of them? I think it is. So I'm going to, I work on casting on my next pair with this one, but the pattern that I'm working on in my head is a cabled pattern, so that means I got to find the proper needle size. So I don't want to do a 0 US like I usually use for my socks. That means I got to find a 1. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking around for those. All right, so that's actually going to be everything for now. So thank you for watching. Have a good day, and thank you for spending your knitting time or crafting time or embroidery time or just even hanging out with. Thank you for spending that time with me. All right, have a good day. Bye.